There's a serious tension looming between Tinubu and the Fulani's hegemonies. Just yesterday, an Imam cleric came out and said that Nigeria should divide or they will declare war. His reasons are the Southerners, who are majorly Christians, are corrupting their Sharia law state, that they want a full Sharia state and they want to leave the country called Nigeria, that Tinubu should just do that.
Wata shegiya Ngozi ko Dabora da za ta zo ta bi tsirara suke rabin mamanta a waje da bata tarbiyyar ƴaƴanmu da bata ba shegin da ta yi haka da sunan constitution ya bada right babu wannan a rabu kawai wallahi rabuwan kasa ne shine alheri ga musulunci ga musulmai wallahi tallahi shine.
Islamic clerics, I think they have gone nuts. You know why I'm being mild is because I don't want to shout. If you shout and shout all the time, and the people you are shouting at are not correcting themselves, mistakes they have been, making for years. It means you are shouting in vain, wasting your time and energy. You know what I mean? Why must we imbibe or follow Sharia law? We can never practice Sharia law because Nigeria has never been declared as an Islamic state. We have Islamic states in Northern Africa. We have Islamic states in some Asian regions, not even all Asia. You have Islamic Republic of Pakistan, you have Arab Republic of Egypt, and so on and so forth. Then you have Islamic states of Afghanistan. So why should we be, worrying or dying over Sharia laws in a Nigeria that is a secular state whereby you have Christians in their large number, and our constitution has never been, made that kind of provision for Islamic rules or laws gazetted in it or on it. So what I'm trying to say is that you have these Fulani hegemonies and they are mad about Islam. They want to Islamize the whole country, and the process is going on gradually, which is why you have a president that is a Muslim and a deputy or vice president that is a Muslim as well. Christians are just been asleep, leaving God, the creator of heaven and earth, God of Israel, to fight for them. That's why Nigerian state has gone up to that level to allow a president that is a Muslim, a vice president that is a Muslim, thereby sidelining their Christian counterparts. The government of the day turns their back on the Christians, or let's say Christianity, because of the mildness of the Nigerian Christians. Look at what those uneducated, archaic Islamic clerics are vomiting from their insides to actually indicate that they are going to war because Sharia law has not been at least allowed to circulate or encroach on Nigerian, political or religious platform. See, let me tell you, there's a level at which any man could go insane or mad before he is caught and chained with shackles, chain and handcuff. See, those clerics, I think this time around, will be arrested and tried the normal law. The normal law, the normal judiciary system, the normal constitution review in Nigeria should at least be in place now or active to get all of them, I mean those cleric courts. We are a secular state, we are a presidential state, we are a federal setup, we are not running an Islamic state of Nigeria here in this part of the world. It's a country that enjoys what? Polytheism. Monotheism. Polytheism is a state whereby you have traditional worshippers, you have Christians, you have Muslims. Everybody is free to worship anything he likes. As for me and my family, I worship the Lord, the God of Israel. There are some families that worship traditional gods, I mean their ancestral gods. There are some that worship Allah and Muhammad. It is allowed in this part of the world. And nobody should just impose his own God on us, on anybody. I don't agree with those clerics. I think they have gone nuts and they should be brought to book.
He even further went ahead and said that anywhere a northern Muslim is killed, any southern Christian life is not guaranteed, because it is according to their books for them to retaliate the death of any Muslim in the world. And secondly, just recently, the United States of America has declared a war on Muslim extremists
in the USA. Yeah, because they perpetrated various terrorist acts in New Orleans. I think there was a terrorism or terrorist attack in New Orleans, whereby I think there was a blast and many United States citizens were injured or killed. Someone else at least drove a truck into a crowd, I think, in the USA. Yeah, it should be in the USA.
Yeah.
And it was got caught. It was shot because he reacted. He resisted by using gun to at least fight the security agents, and you can see how United States works. He was at least shot dead. See, let me tell you, it's not going to happen in Nigeria, because in Nigeria here, we don't kill Muslims in the south. We align with them. We cooperate with them. They worship the God they said is their God. We embrace our Almighty Father, the creator of heaven and earth, the God of Jacob, the God of Elijah and David. And we worship him. We allow our Muslim counterparts here to worship whosoever they want to worship. Then our brothers again that embrace paganism, they worship their gods. I don't know what I understand. We are not aggressive as Christians in southern Nigeria. We are friendly and amiable to other, religious, let me say, worshippers. So there's nothing any imam, any cleric like maybe Alpha, can do this time around to bring chaotic situation in southern Nigeria by accusation that we are disaliving, killing Muslims in the southern Nigeria is a lie. I could remember actually vividly what happened from 2015 to 2023. We had Deborah Samuel. Yeah, that is his name. We had this a Muslim anyway being lynched, killed by his Muslim brothers at the FCT. That is for them. Then Deborah Samuel was a girl, a Christian. My daughter could be my sister. She was lynched by extremists, Muslims in Sokoto State today. No justice has been done. You see, Christians being disalived, demised, and killed on daily basis in the northern Nigeria, Abuja, Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano. They were being killed in the past in their large numbers, and presently, as I'm talking to you, they are disaliving them, killing them, eliminating them gradually by the Muslim Islamic extremists in the north, and nobody is saying anything about it. This time around, an insinuation, a forecast. Let me just use the word forecast. Is it? Because they are suggesting. They are suggesting. They are suggesting no Muslim has been killed so far, but they are allaying fears that Muslim might be killed. No substantiated evidence so far has been, at least, evolved that warranted that kind of accusation. They are just suggesting. I don't know what I understand. Could be, will be, may be. But our own, from our Christianity, part, we actually had many of us that were killed in the past during Buhari regime in their large number. The vice president, Pastor Yemi Ochibanjo, could not do anything. The so-called Muhammad Buhari could not do anything. The so-called CAN could not do anything. The so-called PFN, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, could not do anything. Of course, you've seen how Bishop Ndimi was beheaded. The whole world watched it. Ndimi is Adamawa State Christian Association of Nigerian chairman, was beheaded on a glaring camera. Ndimi died today. No Christian, no bishop, no pastor, no church ever has raised inquiry, has raised an issue against Muslim radicalism, Islamic radicalism or radicality in Nigeria. Why could you kill this, our chairman? Nobody. Now, the cleric, Islamic cleric, are insinuating. They are insinuating. They are forecasting they are casting a die. Muslims are being, if Christians kill Muslims in the southeast, meaning it has not been substantiated, it has not happened. They are having dreams, bloody
Let me
dreams.
buttress your
See, let me
point.
tell you, let peace reign in Nigeria. All these radical Muslims, they could at least go into their various slums, their closets, and ask themselves questions. Why are they disaliving people for a cause that has never been actually realized or made clear or lucid before humanity? That God they worship is a reality.
Let me buttress your point. So on my way out, sometimes on Fridays, even in Lagos State, or there was a time I found myself in Akwa Ibom, I saw the Muslims, most especially Northerners, praying on the road part. And I have never heard that the Christians molest or harass them. But I can guarantee you that my people who live in the north, who are Christians, cannot have an open crusade. And yet they say the Christians are the one corrupting their Sharia. It doesn't mean that Sharia has no tolerance for other religions.
Oh, thank you so much for your question. That's why I'm coming from the angle of atheism. Atheism and nihilism. Nihilism in the ancient Russia believed that there will be no religious belief, no moral belief, no political belief. They just allow you like that. If you call God, they will rush to you and behead you. Then the atheism practice again is in the Middle Age Europe, whereby you have all manners of archaic practices, people disaliving people for no reason, people invading communities, all in the name to convince them to follow their own ideologies. That's the atheism. It's old way of life, old way of living, irreasonable, uneducational way of life. Let me tell you, prehistoric ideologies that could not even be traced by modern history. Atheism is it. Nigeria as a country is harboring archaic people in the northern region. Fulanis are the archaic people. Archaic imams without education, imams without Western technology, imams that actually held Western science and technology, yet they use telephone, they watch television, they use internet. Yes, they turn their back on Western education. What kind of life is that? Atheism. Atheism as a result of fallacy and ignorance going on in the north today, whereby they have finished the generations of their youths. Destinies of those youths over there are gone. They are youths that are subjected to all manner of Islamic studies, Arabic studies, and education. Deny those youths Western education. This is the life before Western Europe. We are buying into their civilization, into their science and technology, into their education, and that's why we've come about IT technology. I listen to me. Artificial intelligence, we have seen how it has helped Israel to won the conflict at Gaza. Artificial intelligence, war manufacturing factory, war materials manufacturing factory that is AI stricken, fought the war for Israel, and Israel won today. Do you think that to find out where the Hezbollah and the Hamas are living, their household, their occupied tunnels that link Israel to Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea? Do you think it is ordinary knowledge of man? It is not natural man knowledge to dig it out, to investigate it out. It takes AI, artificial technology. Israel has the factory in their country. Those beings, those mechanized technology, science, human beings, scientific beings, actually figure out where the Hamas are hiding most of their arsenals, their weapons they use against Zion. And AI won the battle. AI is the current science that God has given to his people.
So these are
Jacob,
the things
Israel.
Sharia wants to
Sharia want to
terminate.
make sure that they damage it. They want to terminate it. They don't want it to exist because we use it to fight them in the Middle East. And actually, we've won the war by the power of the Almighty God. AI give it to AI, artificial intelligence. War manufacturing factory gave Israel the victory in the Middle East. Israel actually smoked out the whole Hezbollah and Hamas where they are staying on the ground. It wasn't human brain. It was AI, abetted, helped, assisted by the Spirit of God that gave them the wisdom. Israeli technology is going to be shared, distributed among all the nations of the earth that are Christians so that we'll get victory over the axis of satanism. Satanic axis, Iran, Syria, Yemen, Iraq. The satanic axis. They don't want the world to exist today. They want the whole world to exist. Worshiping Muhammad and Allah, following their Islamic ways, which is too wrong. You can't worship your God and force me to worship what you call your God. I trust my God. You trust your God. Worship your God. I worship and follow my God. The Lord, God of the army of Israel, is my God.
Thank you very much for that brilliant submission.